Good morning, Pulsicans. How are we doing today out there in crypto land? CPI is coming in lower today. It looks like it's having an effect on a lot of the price charts, not only in Pulse Chain, but in Ethereum, Bitcoin, everywhere. I'm seeing a little bit of green everywhere. Doesn't mean that we can't get smacked down if they were to not lower the interest rates or if they were to hold. I don't know. You can never tell around the FMLC meeting. In fact, I had mentioned this yesterday. It seems like every time an FMLC meeting happens, we sell off into it and then we kind of like restabilize after. We're like the market, the big nothing burger for the market. So we'll see how this plays out. Coming to you today a little bit early because I have a hard stop over at 12:30 EST. So I figure try to get a good 40 minutes with you guys and talk everything crypto, everything money, everything real estate, whatever you guys want to do. I am here for you. This is your guys' show. Speaking of your show, we're going to be doing Open Mic Friday. I won't be on tomorrow. I have to go to San Juan for some business, but should be back Friday and we'd be good to go. And then the following week, we are off. We will be out in Boston onboarding some apartment syndicator guys. So that'll be fun. The idea is to get their head wrapped around crypto by going into Ethereum. And from Ethereum, when they ask, how do I get a little bit more gains than a 5 to 10x, then that's when we show them Pulse Chain. So because we believe we are at the right time, the right place, where we're going to use cryptocurrency as that wealth creation tool and then use real estate as that wealth preservation tool. And that's what's so cool, guys, about our community and us onboarding the real estate guys. And when it comes time to take profits in 2025, we're not going to go back to our bank accounts with that money. It's just your money loses value in the bank account because of inflation. The dollar's going to shit. And I'm not going to sit through another crypto bear market. So I'm going back into real estate and I want to be the money in their deals. So we're building our community up with a lot of high level real estate investors who get really good deals. And that way we can be the money in their deals. And I'm not talking about like a Grant Cardone 6% type deal. Like that's garbage. I can just stay in crypto and basically yield farm stable coins, right? For a 5-6%. But, if we can get a 20% cash on cash along with some tax benefits, along with some appreciation, some cash flow, that is a win-win. And then we hold our money there into the next bear market. And so we'll see what happens. So, I was looking at the chart today, guys, and I'll kind of share my thoughts again on it. I am like super bullish on this. I love it. I was just watching Han's show. He has some just valuable content, in my opinion. I think he's one of the best TA guys in the community. That's my opinion. I know he's kind of controversial because of meme coins, but his TA is just gut-wrenching honest. When it's bearish, he'll tell you it's bearish and he'll give you bearish price targets, like where it could go. Like when he's bullish or when he thinks it's bullish, he'll let you know. And when he's unsure, he'll let you know too. And that's what I really feel like he's got the most honest TA in the community. I love that about him because if something's bearish, tell me it's bearish. Because for me, if I like the asset, I want a dollar cost average in. Like I want to be able to get into that asset a little bit more. And I use these guys as TA for that type of strategy. Like I'm not like the rest of crypto Twitter. I know their crypto Twitter can handle bearish news. They all freak out and push the sell button. Well, screw them. Let them push the sell button. Like I'm fine with that. Push the sell button, and then I could come in and scoop a bag up. Other people can scoop a bag up. And they can buy back later, or they can take their money and go elsewhere. If they want to go to Solana, they can go to Solana. There's a lot of opportunity over there. You got to be careful, because there's a lot of scams over there too, but you can go over there and play around. So for me, I'm staying in Pulse Chain for about 98% of my portfolio. Got a little bit over on Ethereum. Other than that, man, it's just about holding. We're in that part of the cycle. And I'm feeling really, really strong about where we're at. So let me show you. Let me look real quick. Let me bring the price chart up. Let me know if you guys can see my screen. I'll bring this up. The first thing I was doing this morning, if you guys could see this, would be great. I was charting Pulse against ETH because, Ethereum's a blue chip. It's, it's up there. It's right under Bitcoin. To me, it's better charting against ETH than charting against the US dollar, in my honest opinion. And you can see here, like over the long haul, we just got destroyed against ETH, but that's great, right? Gives us opportunity. But over here, this is on the daily. It looks like we could be printing a W. Let me see if I can bring that up a little bit more for you guys. Let me see if I can go full screen on this. Where do I go full screen? You can see I am not the TA guys. TA guy. I'm just I'm just a dude on the internet that likes to speculate on bags, and I use other guys' TA. Although I know how to use fib extensions, I know how to look for support and resistance, stuff like that. And that's just coming from from being around for so long. There we go. There's full screen. There we go. So it looks like to me, guys, it is printing a W on the Ethereum chart. I mean, it's not complete yet. It's got to break out. Let me see if I can zoom in. It's got to break out against that higher level here. Once it breaks out there, it's confirmed. It looks like we have a lower high here. So this is extremely bullish to me, right? Let's look at some other charts because I know you guys care about the USD chart. Most of you guys do. You guys are just trying to gather more USD in the long run, which is completely understandable. For me, I'm trying to gather as much pulse in the long run as possible. And also ETH. I do like ETH. ETH is a great long-term hodl. Let me reset this chart view for you guys. And there we go. You can see I drew out this other W line here in advance. So, tomorrow could be a red candle, then it could be another green candle. Who knows before it breaks out? Or this could be the breakout here. I don't know for sure, but I think this W is going to complete. And then, we're going to come up here and we might get, we'll have a small move and we might get smacked down. I mean, I think overall we're going to be floating sideways until about, September, August, maybe even October. Let me look at the weekly here. So, guys, I'm learning this stuff just as much as you are here live on stream. So you can see I got the small W here on the daily right here, which here's our resistance, not support. We need to break out of that, and maybe we trend on top of this. That would be cool. I would love us to see us trend for the next few months on top of this resistance, make it support. But you can see I have my bigger time frame here on the W coming in about August, September, August, October. This is an estimate based off the length of time it took last time is what I'm looking at. And so it could happen before, it could happen a little after, although I don't see it really going past October because I feel like the court case could be the catalyst for this massive move. Once again, I could be wrong. I'm just a dude on the internet, and Rocky Michelle could come in and smack our bags down another 50%. If he does, man, I'll be doing another wire. I did a DCA this morning, caught ink early this morning at about $2.51 was my DCA. And yeah, we're up to 261. So this is a little move once again on the USD chart. It looks like we're starting to do a W. I mean, I'm seeing these W's everywhere, guys. So, and it's a higher low, right? It's a higher or a lower high, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, I'm an amateur at this. So, but it looks good. It looks really good. If that W completes, I was able to catch the absolute bottom, second absolute bottom at Pulse Chain. And I'm all about it. So let's see what happens. It would be a good time if I am right. I actually felt the same way on the first bottoming after the SEC FUD when we were down there, kind of just going through basically Goblin Town. I was like, man, this is bottom. This is it. Like we hit, and crypto Twitter is absolutely disgusting. And nobody thinks we're going to do anything, and we're just running sideways for freaking 100 days. Like, this is bottom. Like, this is like the only thing I remember when I was talking about that time frame, when I was in that time frame, I was like, well, if a DOJ case comes out against RH, of course we can make new lower lows. But I was like, the probability of that happening was very small from, all the evidence that we saw. Like, this is, if we keep with just the SEC case, then this is bottom. And it was. I was down there buying. I tell people all the time, and people make fun of me when I was buying. I felt like I was just throwing my money in the garbage. I was actually puking every time I bought. Like, I would feel it in my stomach. I don't feel that right now. I mean, when I bought this morning, I mean, it was like, it could go lower, but it's, I don't know. I feel good about these areas though. So maybe that means we're not out of the bottom. Maybe I should feel that way, but the thing is that I don't see us going lower than the all-time low. And now it could happen, of course, and once again, there could be circumstances that would come out, or like an RH DOJ case or something that would do it. But short of that, I don't really see us doing much lower. I mean, I could be wrong. If you go back and measure the last move against our little alt season that we had, our last move versus all the other layer ones, we did really well, guys. Now, I don't use the SAC price as the point of control or the starting point. SAC price has been negated. Get that through your head. SAC price has been negated. You've had plenty of time. I know it sucks. Look, I put 6 figures in the SAC, right? It sucks. But that price has been negated. We've had plenty of time to accumulate in these lows. So now the new lows are what matter. This is where we're at. So it's just, people are like, oh, 100x from SAC price. Oh man, you guys are dreaming when you talk like that. There's just that price is no longer a thing. It's a lot of people sold out of it. People were sacrificing hex anywhere from 15 to 30 cents. I think when the Pulse sacrifice happened, hex was 45 cents. I'm not 100% sure about that. I wasn't around for the Pulse sacrifice. I'm a Pulse X SAC guy. That's how I was introduced into the ecosystem. These guys were able to sell their hex at that price for a very long time. Even if you had a 50% off Pulse. So say they got 3 zeros and a 1. I know they got better deals than that, but say it was 3 zeros and a 1. Well, 4 zeros and a 5. If they sacrifice 30 cent hex, well, they still got 15-cent hex to sell. It's just how the math works. That money was held in time, and so we had to have our bear market, and that's what happened there. And so the SAC price is negated, guys. It's gone. Don't talk about it no more. Don't cope about it. It's just what it is. I know it sucks. Make money in the real world. Bring it in. We have plenty of opportunity. We have plenty of time. I still feel like we have another 2 or 3 months before the next massive move up. Could be wrong about that. Could happen earlier. Could happen later, right? You want to be mentally prepared for any situation. That's the part of being an investor. And it's the same when I'm investing in real estate deals. I want to know the worst case scenario and how to prepare for that. And you think those things through. And then you also think about the best case scenario, and you think those things through. So it's just it's the way you analyze these things, man. It's you got to look at it from an investor perspective and not a crypto guy on Twitter. That's the worst way to look at it. I see a bunch of you guys watching over on Twitter. Come over and hit the like and subscribe. Smash the bell button. I want to be able to preach the good word to you guys all throughout the bull run. And come over and help our algorithm. It helps boost our views. Views are a little bit low right now because I started early, and that's fine. People can catch the replay. Let's go and hit the chat up and see if anyone's in here. We got Mr. Red Squirrel. What's up, my man? How you doing, bro? This guy's been around since the beginning. I remember Red Squirrel from back in the PulseX sacrifice days. He was coming out with those roadmaps of how you can take your yield and compound it into multiple protocols. And it was the coolest thing. And that's why I'm excited for Tetra. And when Tetra comes out, if they deliver on intent, it's going to be absolute banger of a protocol. I'll be using it, and it fits a need in our community because a lot of our guys, a lot of our guys in our community are busy real estate guys. They're out running businesses. They're out finding deals, running deals. They got, lives. They make a lot of money in the real world. And so they don't have time to be worrying about their liquidity position in the compound that they're going to do and to the new protocol they don't need time to worry about that. Of course, we help them, of course, along their journey and kind of guide them, but they still have to go in there and push the buttons, right? What Tetra could do is eliminate that, them going in and pushing the buttons. Like, it's automation DeFi. This is the coolest idea, I think, that we got going on in the utility world of Pulse Chain, and I'm super, super pumped for it. In fact, I was watching Red Squirrel, was watching Hans's stream before this. If you guys want to go watch his replay, he's probably done by now or getting ready to wrap up. He actually charted Tetra against Pulse. Tetra's pumping pretty hard against Pulse, man. It's holding its own. I'll tell you that. So we'll see what happens there. Good afternoon from the UK. What is up, Ruth? How are we doing? Crypto Ethos, loving the consistent streams. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, we try to keep. I was trying to, I was like, hey, I'm just gonna go ahead and stream as much as I can this week. Dane's on vacation. He's out on the lake. And I know we missed a lot prior week or the week before, and then we're going to miss next week. I'm like, well, I'm just going to go on a stream by myself, and that way I can keep some consistent content for you guys, coming and bringing the good word of everything crypto, money, and real estate. And so, Crypto Ethos, I think you're a Tetra guy. Super stoked about it. Do you guys know Crypto Ethos or Red Squirrel? Can you give me any updates on? And if you don't know, it's fine. Let me know. I would love to know if there's any updates on when he thinks the full-blown protocol goes live. Would love to be prepared for that, and at least have my community prepared for it. A lot of our community holds Tetra coins because of us, obviously, shilling it inside our community. But I would love to give them an update. I know you guys are working on the Oracle, which is absolutely sick because somebody else dropped the ball on that. So thank you for picking that ball up. That shows what kind of guys you are over there in Tetra land. Super cool, and I'm here for it. You can tell when someone's been there, Corey. When life gets difficult, we only get stronger. Everyone else is fleeing time to lean in. Yeah, man, I agree 100%. When people are capitulating and they're going to other ecosystems because stuff is pumping, maybe they're going buying, I don't know, Pepe or something. I don't even know if Pepe's pumping. I haven't even looked. So. But I'm sure they're going over to buy maybe the influencer coins. I saw like Tate lost an influencer coin. I'm sure that's pumping. Who knows? People sell to go chase those things. I remember when we did hit the all-time bottom. This is really funny, and I know I've talked about it on the show before. There was really big Pulse Chain whales capitulating down there and going to chase Titan X. Some really big players, and there was a lot of, medium-sized, even small players following suit when those bigger bags were capitulating. You saw all these other bags starting to capitulate. It was like a domino effect. As soon as the big guys started going and they saw where they're going, then all the other guys started following suit. And as soon as that happened, that was in, November? I can't remember when Titan X launched. November, December. It marked the perfect bottom. It was like the perfect bottom. RH started freaking rage pumping the ecosystem. I'm sure he was watching those wallets. Like, the guy's not an idiot, right? He's like, oh, there goes that liquidity. Let's pump it now, right? And so that was a very great indicator last time. Yeah, I'm trying to look for the same kind of, things or capitulations, that type of capitulation happening. And I'm seeing a lot of capitulation. I don't really see like where they're going. Like, that was a very clear, oh my God, they're going. And there was even on Twitter, people were like posting, oh, this guy went into Titan X, he bridged over 300 ETH, and he's going into Titan X. And it was very interesting to see. And I'm glad I didn't participate in that. I participated in Titan X a little bit. I put some new money in the beginning. I knew it was going to pump because the freaking OG Hexagon's pumping it and using it as exit liquidity. So I was like, well, I'm going to go in there and ride that ride up a little bit. And I did. And I did it with new money, but I'm not a fan of the protocol at all. I'm not a fan of the founder. To me, he's a scammer. And so that's my opinion. It's just my opinion. I kind of know him and what he's done in the background. But you don't got to like somebody to make money. Hey, thanks, Oliver. What's up, my man? Did you look into the ways of node validating, man? Put that money to work for you. I know you were saying yesterday, I think it was you. Let me know if I'm wrong. You were talking about how you established a dolphin position, which is freaking sick. put that money to work for you, man. And that way it's out of sight, out of mind, unless you're a degen meme trader, which is fine if you are, no big deal on that. Yep, man. Good to catch you. Hey Corey, how's the wave out in Puerto Rico? I miss the surfing there. It's cool, man. I haven't been surfing in so long. I used to surf probably about 20 years ago. I'm 47 now. Maybe it was about 15 years ago. It wasn't that long ago. About 15 years ago. And my sister used to live out in Hawaii. And I'd go visit her 3-4 times a year. And that's where I learned to surf. And I was able to catch, very small waves to maybe small, medium size and stay on my board. It's an exhausting sport. If you want to get in shape, guys, and get cardio at the same time, build muscle structure, surfing's that's the thing, man. And it's fun. It's a blast. You get an adrenaline rush out of it. I love it. I haven't done it out here in Puerto Rico. I thought about doing it, finding some good places. Of course, we go to the beach all the time. The beach is beautiful out here, but the beaches we go to doesn't have a lot of waves because I have a family. I got a 2-year-old, and I want her to run in the water and not have to worry about her getting knocked over by a wave. So, we do have it out here, though. Testing LP management very soon, likely within 2 weeks. Very interesting. Like the RH kind of 2 more weeks, or which means 2 more years. That's the RH version of 2 more weeks. But man, super cool. I can't wait to see this protocol come out, man. I'm super bullish on it. I'm wondering if you guys could get some more communities riled behind it. Like if you could go and I think you guys have been speaking with like the 2Fucks guys, the Solid X, community, like the Solid Index, all those. There's a very strong, big community over on that side. And then of course you got the Tangang side, which they have a strong community, guys. They are building, and I mean, they have 9mm. 9mm is a freaking banger of a protocol. I love it. Making some good money over there. We should have went harder. That's how it goes, right? I'm glad I went in. But yeah, I mean, be cool to see, one of these communities backing you guys and kind of shielding the good word and putting it all out there, because you guys come out with, if you deliver on intent, it's going to be a banger of a protocol. I am super excited. Hexpedition, what's up, my man? What's going on? What we got here? Once LPUI management is approved, then staking. Oh, cool. Staking means we can start earning some of those fees. Stratus and Atlas will follow very closely behind. An off-ramp will happen sometime in between all of the above. Like an off-ramp into fiat? Or like a 0x Coast type of off-ramp? Is that what you mean? Just comment yes or no in the comment. I would love to. That's interesting that you guys would be coming, and you guys are trying to come out with a lot. That's huge, especially in the US, man, because you need those money transmitter license. And it's not easy, especially with all the, I think you have to get one in each different state. And it's very difficult for Texas and New York. In fact, when TUSD was a thing, trust token in United States, you couldn't do it in Texas or New York because of their stringent laws there. So it'd be interesting if that's what you mean. Otherwise, educate me. I own Tetra token, Solid X, earn Flux LLRH coins just in case I increase my Caspa position. Wow, there is a play. I tell you, man. I don't mind mentioning it on the show. If you like Caspa and what Caspa did, of course you do, right? I did it 700x, right? Last year. It's amazing. Look into Lithium. I don't own much. I own a little bit. It's a layer 1, just like Caspa, but I can't remember what Caspa is. If it's a DAG chain or what kind of technology it is. But Lithium is a direct competitor to Caspa for everything that they built and came to market with. You have Lithium doing the exact same thing. They're coming out with a bunch of different protocols. I don't know the really ins and outs of it, because like I said, I only own a few grand worth. In fact, I bought it overall on Ethereum. You can buy the bridged in version of it, which I like that. I don't want to have to go in there and learn this whole new ecosystem. Like that's what Pulse Chain's for me. For me, it's Pulse Chain. Like, being that immersed in the ecosystem and everything going on, that's more than enough. But look into Lithium, man. If you like Caspa, I like all the other assets. I mean, we'll see what LL can do, man. I mean, I don't know if that thing's going to just keep going down forever. My quarrels with it, or my problem with it, if you go over and look at the liquidity token, it just goes down forever because it's just an inflationary token. Now, doesn't mean it doesn't have to. Of course, there's inflationary tokens that do well. Ink is one of those, but it's just hasn't shown very much strength yet. So we'll see what happens. Niels for t-shirts. Corey Costa and myself will be doing a live stream tomorrow, 5:30. Super cool. I will be tuning in to that one. That's going to be a powerful stream, guys. I'm excited for what you guys are doing. So I will be there watching 5:30 EST. That's my time. Got any pulse chain predictions? Oh man, I have no idea. Like I build my bags in a way where if I get a 20 to 30x from the bottom, it's life-changing money for me. If I get a 10x from the bottom, and I feel like that, that we topping out at a 10x from there, like it's still a lot of money. It's still a lot of money. Like I'll be very grateful. But that's how you got to think about your portfolio. I tell people, this is for me, right? This is my mindset. It's never financial advice. I'm just a dude on the internet who was in real estate for a long time and now he's in crypto. Like that's what I am. It's so I tell people, if I want to be excited on a 20x from the bottom, like the absolute bottom of Pulse, the absolute bottom of Pulse Hex, I want a 20x to make me feel like that is basically legacy wealth money. And it is right now. I did a DCA this morning, went pretty heavy in some ink to top that bag up. That was probably one of my weaker bags in all the RH tickers. And I want to make sure that I had to kind of even them up because I don't know which one's going to do best, or, I feel like it's going to be ink and Pulse X, but I could be totally wrong about that too. And my biggest bag is Pulse, because it's all tucked away in node validators. I'm not going to touch it. It's like it's there. I'll bring new money in if I need to accumulate these other tickers. And that's why I treat it. So I mean, I don't know. That's my guess, man. I'll tell you, if we break bright light, here, I'll show you this. I was showing everyone yesterday, but I'll show it again today. So I really like it. I really feel like when you zoom out this much and you look at the chart, you can really tell the full story. But let me show it again because I love this. And it was Hans that pointed it out to me before. I didn't really see it. If it loads, come on. For some reason, when I'm streaming, guys, the computer wants to run so slow. Not sure why. Maybe it's the internet too here in Puerto Rico. It sucks. There we go. It's coming. It is coming. So this is on the weekly, which is a pretty powerful chart, right? Like it's pretty solid. I mean, the more you zoom out, the better, the more validity that chart has, and it's going to tell you where it's going. And you can see here, this is just, on the macro, it's just one giant, massive W that's printing, in my opinion. If we break against this candle close here, which is about 3025, we'll call it 3026 because it's 94. So we break above that, it's no man's land. That's it. There's nothing on the price chart that's going to tell us where we're going. Now you can use fib extensions and stuff like that to kind of predict or project where it's going, and but those are very just random guesses. And I feel like if we get up here, the great news is a lot of the bigger bag holders, people like Nick Cherry, they're gone, guys. They're gone. Of course, we might still have Rackham in here, and he's got some bags, but that's any ecosystem. If you go to Solana, you got the VC guys who have massive bags. That's all it is. The Rackhams in our ecosystem are like the VC guys in Solana. That's it. Every ecosystem has it. AVAX has got it. All of them's got it, right? Phantom, which is now Sonic, turning into Sonic, I think that's what it's called. And you have that no matter what. And those are just our VCs. That's all it is. And a lot of them have already been capitulating out. Like I said, there was some that capitulated out on the bottom of November, December for the Titan Nets. protocol. We thank you, Titan X, for getting some of these nasty whales out who don't deserve to be here. We thank you for that. And yeah, so I mean, a lot of these guys are out, and so we get up here, you know, we're gonna have a lot less sell pressure than we normally would have had, and it gives us, you know, time to really shine. And Hans, you know, he says the longer we stay down here in these levels and run sideways, the bigger, the more parabolic the move is to the upside. So, like, let's just stay down here for a while. Like, let's stay down here all the way to the Richard Hart court case. And like I said, it'd be awesome if we could create some this resistance that we're coming up on. If we can create some support on that, that'd be kind of cool. And we just kind of hover on there. I would love that. And if we don't, fine too. If we stay under it, I'm perfectly fine with that. Now, you know, obviously a whale could come in and still smack us lower, and that's fine too. So it's just I'm here for it. But I really like that W that is printing on the massive time frame, because it's like it's just one big giant W with no like price discovery, like or you'll be in full price discovery when you break out of that W. So it's like, I don't know, man. I like that. I like that. So we'll see what happens. I am here for it, Bright Light. So I don't have predictions. Can't give them to you, man. I can't be like the guys who are touting 1000X. It's not me. But, you know, if we get a 20X, I am happy. On and off ramp, man. That is interesting if you guys can pull that off in the United States. Very interesting. Hex, Scotty, Utah, what's up, man? I've got a bag of it, man. I'm ready for it. It's if you look at the price chart, it's just kind of hovering around there at its bottom. Even Hans had said that it looks like it's forming some structure down there, and it could also be bullish long term. Nah, Sprack, man, you pump my bags, bro. You're the TA guy. You're the crystal ball. You know, could see in the future what's going on. What do you think of that massive W that it's Pulse is trying to print? Wouldn't that send Pulse to the stratosphere? I don't know, man. I'd love your thoughts on that, because there's no pricing up there. Like it breaks the W, then it's in price discovery. Like, where do we go? Like, I don't know. Like I said, you can use fib extensions to kind of guess. I don't know. It's fun to think about it. That's for sure. Nah, you're good, bro. You are good. That's why we stream every day. Azila says a great migration. I'll remember Hex is the greatest crypto asset ever. Go Godwill. Hey, man, I'm here for it, dude. If it happens, great. I've got some pretty good sized bags of Hex if that happens. If it doesn't, because he's referencing migration from Inc. and Pulse X going into Hex. I don't buy it myself, but I'm not here to be right or wrong. I'm here to make money. So let's see. Oh, man, Sprack. Yeah, you're making me bullish. W for the win. Man, I don't know where we'd go if we broke that W. You know, it's one big giant macro chart, big giant macro W. Like it would be so much fun to see that thing break, you know, towards the end of the year, which would be kind of like, you know, maybe we see kind of price movement upward, trying to break out of that W going in October. And then maybe like the catalyst, who knows, right? You don't need these news events. You just need the charts so you can predict the future. That's what you do, Sprack. But maybe the catalyst is that Richard Hart court case, the clarity around the SEC stuff. And then boom, it breaks out of that W. And I don't know where it's going to go from there. It is fun to think about, though. Just remember that the most important thing is risk management, man. You know what my risk management is, Sprack? Making more money in the real world. I make more money in the real world. I'm good at making money in the real world. I bring that money into crypto. And like, if I lost it, I would make more money in the real world. That's my risk management. I'm all in crypto right now. Even, you know, I've got out of real estate for crypto in this cycle. But my risk management is I know how to make money in the real world and continue to make money in the real world. So like, if I lose money here, and that W breaks down and goes to zero, right? If we all go to zero and we lose everything, I'll just go out and make more money in the real world. Like, that's all I'll do. And then I'll just start investing in real estate again or something. I don't know. Right. It's just how this shit works. You know, I don't need this. It'd be nice if this money goes and does a massive, like, you know, 20, 30, 40, 50X. I would be just, you know, happy as it could be. But like, if it doesn't, That's why, man, I don't get fudded out, man. The guys on Twitter trying to FUD people out of their bags and you should sell. Like, I'm like, bro, I don't give a shit, dude. Like, if it go to zero, like, I really don't care. I'm good at making money in the real world. Always have been, and I'll continue doing so. Like, it's fine. I mean, it's even nice out here in Puerto Rico. We're making money, and we're bringing it into the Puerto Rico LLC, and now we're not even paying taxes on that money. So I get to make money in the real world, not pay taxes on it, put it in crypto. Hopefully, it does a 20x and not pay taxes again. Man, that's the way to freaking make wealth. That's why I moved out of here, man. You gonna talk about gains on top of gains with no attached liabilities? Man, let's go. That's my kind of risk management, Sprackburger. Let's move to Puerto Rico and make money. Oh, man, what's up, tuning in? Yeah, we're going to be keeping this one a little bit short, guys. I wanted to hop on a little early. I got a hard stop here in a few minutes. Got a meeting that I got to attend to, but I wanted to check in with you guys. At the very least, we're seeing some green, not just in the Paul Chain ecosystem. It's all across, crypto as a whole. Just kind of spots of green everywhere. Nothing like parabolic, but it's just that kind of that CPI data came in lower than expectation. And we'll see what happens, man. I mean, we got the FOMC meeting. There's a lot of expectation now that they say they're going to lower interest rates this year. That for me does not make me bullish. I feel like crypto can get bullish because of it. Like, that doesn't make me bullish long term, because I know historically every time there was a pivot in the interest rates, if you go back and look, that's when there was some kind of recession that happened in the economy, and that's the part that I ought to be a little concerned about. I would like to see us hold these rates into 2025, but maybe it's like at the end of the year they make a pivot, and maybe it's still a few more months after that pivot. I think there's been a couple times where it happened like that. It was a delay reaction, and maybe it's a few months after, and maybe I want to see a normal market cycle, is what I want to see. And I don't want to see a left translated cycle. A recession coming early would give us, that left translated cycle. I want to see us extend out all the way into 2025. And then, when the crypto bear market comes, go ahead and wreck all the markets. I don't care. Like, wreck everything. I'm going to use that opportunity to buy all the blood over, I'll give it a year or two for everything to get washed out. And then you come in and buy all that blood, and it can be literally some of the biggest life-changing gains that you will ever have in your entire life to catch a recession like that. You make some money in the crypto world, in this bull market, ride that wave up, take that gains out, and then rotate it into the macro stuff when macro is getting wrecked. And then, for us, it's a lot of the real estate stuff. And then you come back into the crypto markets when everything's at a bottom, including crypto, right? Nothing is going to stay down there, and you ride the next wave up. So, guys, I'm going to hop off. Like I said, today was a short one. I just wanted to check in with you guys because I love what I'm seeing on the charts. I love what I'm seeing just overall. I think, this is just kind of, for me, more confirmation that this is a local bottom. Once again, I'm just doing the internet. This is not financial advice. I could be totally wrong. And that's why Sprackburger does say risk management, because this could still fall deeper. It's just crypto, guys. This is crypto. So you got to keep that in mind. And we can go down and make new lower lows. And for me, it's fine, because I'll just make more money in the real world and bring it in and continue my dollar cost average strategy. That's why the dollar cost average strategy is so powerful, is because you can catch bottoms if you keep enough liquidity coming into the market. You finally catch a bottom somewhere instead of catching a falling knife. I hate catching falling knives. It sucks. One more. Hey, from Taiwan, my man. What's up from Taiwan, bro? Let's go all the way across the world. I love it, man. Day one, Hetzik in here. I love your enthusiasm. Keep going, man. Make more money is a great risk management strategy. I agree. That's it, man. Go out there and bust ass in the real world. If you have a job, that's fine. I encourage you to be an entrepreneur and go create a business to create more money. Or at the very least, work twice, 3 times as hard at your job, get yourself a raise, and use that raise money. Don't increase your lifestyle off of that raise. Or if you do create a side hustle business and you're bringing new money in, don't create a better lifestyle for you. Keep your same lifestyle the same and put that money in crypto. That's what I do. That's what I do. I even sold my freaking Corvette. Ah, jeez, man. Talk about risk management. And sold my Corvette and all in crypto, and I'm keeping the same lifestyle. The only the extra expenses was moving here to Puerto Rico. That's already paying me dividends. So, guys, I'm gonna hop off. Love all you guys. Tune in Friday for open mic. Friday, I will be here. Come on, Sprack Burger. I encourage you to come on and give us some good charting. I would love to hear your opinion on some more indicators that we're seeing around everything, not just on pulse chain, but like what's going on, macro and Bitcoin, Ethereum, all that good stuff. And guys, keep the good word out there. I keep dollar cost averaging in, and keep diamond handing your bags. This is the beginning, phases of the bull run. No altcoins are performing right now. Not just our ecosystem, and we performed quite well in the mini alt season. I know it sucks because most of us are at like a sack price, but like we did fine. We did a 5x. The Spear did a 5x, and there's a lot of other coins that did better. So, guys, I'll see you on Friday. Hit this likes and smash the subscribe, the bell notification on your way out.